Aloha, hey, it's Julie Zemelis.
And Eric Zemelis.
And we are here to talk to you from 365 Kona, that we are seeing that a lot of folks are coming here who are retiring, and also who might be coming that maybe are not in retirement age, but are coming, and we are in our 50s now. I'm 55 and Eric's 54, and we wanted to share with you some information about when you come, things that you can get involved with to create community so you don't be lonely, and how you can give back to the island as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think moving to a place is always hard. Of course, we know that, and I don't know if maybe some people have moved a lot. For us, this was when we moved here the first time. Was definitely the first time we moved anywhere new, and so it required a little bit of skill and outgoingness and trying to find the right resources of doing it. So, but now thanks to the internet, all this stuff gets a little bit easier.
Right, and so one of the things that we've created is the Kona newbies group. So if you are looking for a way to connect with people before you even actually move here, you can ask to join. I'll let you in, and it's a great opportunity to meet some new people who also might be moving at the same time you're here. But it's also a great opportunity to ask about, like, if you have pets, you're moving to pets. If you're looking for someone to have like lunch with, or you're getting some ideas about maybe places to get insurance, or anything that you need to know about Kona. I have over 1,000 people on that group, and
so I have to laugh because when we got here, none of that existed.
Yeah,
so it was definitely,
we were alone.
We had to figure this stuff all out. No, we made some mistakes. That's how it is. But they also didn't. Like I said, the internet has done wonders for a lot of things.
Yeah.
And, just one before we move forward, we were looking at one time we were looking at a condo when we were first here, and it said walk to the beach, and there was no Google Maps back then, right? So walk to the beach, and I thought, wow, this is great. It's a great price. It is, and it says walk to beach close to town. So we said, well, perfect. Well, the town they were talking about is Kainaloo, which is far, far away. It's probably at least 5 miles from the beach, and it's way up at 2,000 feet. So that was not what I was thinking of, walk to the beach at all. So, but I couldn't know that because there was no maps.
Right. And speaking of that too, we just we're helping a family buy a home. It was a retired couple, and after they closed escrow, they said, how far away are they from the public bus system? Yeah, so we don't really have a great public bus system either. So know that if you're coming here as a retiree, that you'll probably need a car.
Definitely.
Yeah. But also, just so you guys know, this town is great for active adults. People are jogging. There's running clubs. There's a great place to make friends is the canoe clubs. There's 2 in town. There's the Keaho and the Kaupua, which is in downtown Kona.
And they're very active, both of them.
Yeah, there's a great place to meet some really nice people full of aloha. And I'd say the average age of the person that is there is probably 60. Right?
Yeah,
and they're very active. Also, because this is the Ironman town, there's all kinds of biking clubs. There's running, swimming.
Yeah,
if you'd like to swim down at the pier, you're going to be down there with about 30 people who
every
really
day,
love
all the time. It's just a regular,
especially early in the morning. Yeah, good people. Yeah. So what else?
Yeah. So what are some of the groups that you guys? Some of the things going on you were talking about. You had them written down there.
Yeah. So if you are an artist, we would suggest connecting with the Donkey Mill Art Center. They have great art classes of all different kinds. We've got pottery,
ceramics too is really good.
Right?
Yeah.
Ceramics, painting, different kinds of professional artists that they bring in for artist residence programs that you can learn from. Also, if you are into theater, a lot of our older adults actually get into a variety of different musical theater productions that are held throughout the year here when it's not COVID. And also older people also enjoy getting involved with sewing circles and quilting. We have a nice quilting 2 quilting stores here that offer classes and quilting bees. In fact, one does quilting at the beach.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Right? Yeah. Also, we have different opportunities for music here.
Yeah.
So if you like going out in the music,
and I think we should touch some of the volunteer programs that you're talking about. That you were also, there are events that need help, and there are causes. The Humane Society always needs some people to help out.
Right, and obviously Ironman. A lot of the big events usually need help. Also, there's an active Elks Club here. There's again people of the average age probably 60, 62, and they put on dances and they have fundraisers and they have I think weekly dinners together. One of my friends says it's one of the least expensive places to eat on the island. Also, because it's the Elks Club. And also Kiwanis is here, and we have a Rotary Club. If you want to give back to the community, there's mentorship opportunities at the high schools.
And let me just interject here a little bit. One thing that's interesting here is that on the mainland, they've got people to do anything you could possibly want. There's somebody that's filling that space. There's a lot of holes here in Hawaii. There's a lot of opportunities that are not being filled. And if you're looking to, help make things better, there's a lot you can do to make a really big positive impact by doing certain things.
Yeah.
One of the things that we did when we first got here is that the Humane Society had too many kittens, and nobody was fostering these kittens at the time. And so my daughter loves kittens, so we ended up fostering kittens, and we did that for 2 years straight, almost all the time, and we fostered over 100 kittens during that time. So just to give you an idea that depending on what you choose to make your take on, it's very rewarding to be able to do these different things here.
Yeah. I think that because you get to be we talked about this, you get to be a big fish in a small pond here. Yeah. So almost anything that you do, you can make a huge impact.
Yeah, and getting back to that, when we were in the Silicon Valley, you had to be, top of whatever to do really well. And here, if you're in the top 2/3, you're rocking it, man. You're going to be doing good.
Yep. So our thing here is show up. All you have to do is show up, and you can make an impact. In fact, there's some older people out there. They're picking up trash on the highway once a week, and they're making friends that way too. Yeah. And there's beach cleanup opportunities. We have. Like a Surfrider Foundation, and we also have monk seal rehabilitation programs, and just different kinds of ocean opportunities for volunteerism as well. And there's PATH, which is the People's Advocacy for Trails, and they do trail cleaning, and they get together and they do runs and run fun 10Ks and 5Ks, and there's opportunities here for fundraisers. So again, the more that you want to get involved, and even if you want to create something new, I just heard a guy that wants to come and maybe do something like create a teen center to give back to the town, because he thinks that would be a great thing.
Also, there's also, we've got it. These are all the great things that you can be to help out Hawaii Island, but there's also things like just showing up at a certain restaurant at a certain time. It'll guarantee there's a group of people that will go there anyway, so you're guaranteed to get find a crowd at we've had people that have taken over certain places, and they've kind of found community that way. So it's just a matter of just opening yourself up to it and realizing that there's a lot of people that sort of are low, and I think there's not a lot of family here for everybody as well. So people tend to have more time. So it kind of works that if you say, hey, let's have dinner, they're going to say, okay, Friday night, right? What I mean? Instead of back when we were on the mainland, they say, well, let's have dinner, and they say, well, I've got it scheduled out 4 weeks from Friday, so it's about as early as we can do.
Yeah.
So it definitely makes it a little easier for doing.
Yeah, and people are always up for something too. Like again with my Kona newbies group, there's a group of people that do board game nights. And so game nights for seniors is also, if you guys want to get, again, it's one of those things that if you say, hey, let's do something, jump into my Kona newbies group. We're always looking for people who are the spark plugs of creating things. And then also on the other side of that, you can just join in on what's already happening. There's pickleball. We have friends that love pickleball.
I don't know if you guys have it in the mainland, but it probably is. But man, it's getting, it's
a really popular thing here.
And it's one of those sports, if you haven't done it, that it's kind of like tennis except halfway, so you don't have to run all the way across the court. The court's probably 10 by 8 by something. It's really short. So the idea is that it's really easy to play.
Yeah, it's like stand-up ping pong.
And it's not about physical stamina. It's about technique and style and rules and all kinds of stuff. So.
Yeah. In fact, so we played that for our first time last weekend, and so there's definitely an active pickleball community. Also, golf.
Yeah.
There's golf around here. And there's places that are a little less crazy than a children's play area. But if you have grandkids, this is a great place to bring your grandkids.
And also, you forgot diving too.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of older people who love to dive. That's why they retired specifically so they can get as much diving in as possible.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of places you can go shorelining, so you don't even have to take out a boat to do it. And there are boat companies that will give you a special deal. It's like 50% off if you are part of their club, and if they have space on their boat and they're going out, you can just jump on and go on.
Yep, Hanu Divers, check that out.
Yep.
And also, speaking of fishing, Some people just like to fish for the heck of it, and so you can do shore fishing. And also there's people who like to go out sports fishing. We have that obviously here is a big thing. And you can even volunteer to be part of the Bill's Fishers sports tournament. So,
all right, so I have to laugh though. With all these things you're talking about, I'm getting tired. You know, it's like, I feel like, man, we've done so many things. And we haven't, man, it's been like 10 minutes and I already feel like I'm done.
Yeah, and of course you can also just come here and put your feet up and enjoy a good sunset.
Yeah, okay, so this is when I hate to say this, we're pretty active. You guys probably have seen it over our videos. We definitely don't sit around much. And there's a certain time though, sunset, when we come up, we've got beach chairs in the car, and we literally, and for us, Old Days is kind of like our little go-to spot, and we go find a nice place and we sit in front and watch the waves crash on it, and it is definitely nice. So again, it's really nice to be in paradise and be able to do this all year round, because just because it's winter doesn't mean you have to stop doing most of anything. So it's not like it gets cold, and we don't get. And just a little tidbit, Kona doesn't seem, it rains less in the winter than it does in the summer. If you haven't noted, if you're not aware of that,
right? And usually it doesn't rain down at the ocean at all. It's usually up in the mountains. So. And also, real quick, you'll be able to eat a lot more healthier because we have opportunities for fresh farm produce. So going to the farmer's market is a good thing to do too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So there you go. A lot of opportunities.
Okay. So if you need to learn more about buying or selling a house, we offer a real estate matchmaking service where we have really good people in the real estate industry, both realtors and mortgage providers, and we can offer complimentary to you connections to these people, and also that you stay within our sphere, and we can connect you to other people who can help you have a good time on this island.
All right.
Okay. Aloha.